So it's Saturday and I'm back. I've got Milo with me today. God, what have I done today? I moved these roof sheets, or sheets that were on the roof. I've started moving them about to let in some light from the skylight, which has gave me an idea of, should I put a skylight on the roof of this? So I thought. So today I have been cutting and sawing and screwing, mostly. I've got that corner, so that wall's pretty much all done. Well, it's not, because I've still got that bit to do. This wall here, I've got it pretty much all screwed in place on both sides. I've got these two little bits that I need to trim a little off, which is very annoying. So I'm using an angle grinder for that. And the two bits will go up there. I've yet to cut this bit. I have started cutting sheets for this wall. I'm going to take the window out, or windows out. I will actually just put them in there to keep them out the road while I moved. More so after painting them all, which was a bit stupid. The layer of dust that's on them is unbelievable. So I shall take them out next chance I get these boards all screwed, clamped loosely into place so I can draw around them, and rather than saw them in situ on a vertical wall, I've just been sawing them on the floor. So it's Monday morning. I've been in a couple of hours. I've got this bit of wood wedged between the forklift and the top corner here, just to push it along a little bit to square up these wall panels. I've got two temporarily screwed on, and I've took the window out, in fact. So I've marked up the other side to draw around to cut out. I figured I'd just do these two sheets, or 4 sheets as it was. So I've scored with a pen all the way around, and I'll cut that out with the jigsaw. So yeah, I decided to put these 2 sheets on. Oh, got the shortcut. And then I'll work on this one. So I'll get back on with it. I can't believe it's Monday already. I had all of Sunday off right enough, but I was due a rest, so I'd done pretty much nothing all day on Sunday. I wasn't in here at all. So we're on Tuesday now, and I'm about to finish up for the day. I've only put in a couple of hours today. Oops, I nearly put my foot through my perspex window. Okay, maybe it's not going to get through it. So I've just cut, or I'm in the middle of cutting this section. Filled in the little top piece. I need to get a rough file, a rasp I think it's called. Take off a bit of this edge. It was very tight to get the windows out, so that's going to be a hindrance as a wasp flies in. Don't know if it's that lucky. Is it lucky to have a wasp in your new office before it's even built? I say office, plenty of like this half is an office, and when I say this half, this side and this side, I'll hopefully get a TV on that wall, and I've got a couple of couches, so it'll be a lounging area for eating lunches and drinking coffees. It's not really for me, don't get the chance really to do that in my work. I come to work and if I'm not in work and there's no work to do, I'll ideally be out on my motorbike. So as soon as I figure out how much wood I need, I'm going to go and get some. My only regret so far is not building the frame out of 4x2. It's just way stronger. Although compared to a conventional shed, this is probably, well, the studs, wall studs alone are twice the strength, you know, maybe even more than that. But this will be quite solid once it's finished. So I'm going to put 4 sheets of USB 12mm. It's only 1mm thicker than these two 5.5s, but these are a lot more flexible to begin with. So I don't want flexible on a roof. Even obviously when there is 2 of them, it is a lot. It would be safe, but since I'm running out of sheets anyway, I'm going to have to buy more. So it's actually cheaper to buy the USB, not USB, try again, the OSB sheets than it is to buy plywood. Plywood is stupid money. These were a tenner a sheet, I remember, and I got 20 sheets. I'm actually going to have to buy a couple more sheets. I think I've still got 1 up the top, and I've got 1 here, and that's not going to be enough to finish the inside of this wall once it's up, plus the 2 side sections still to do, and the back corner. God, I forgot about the back corner. So I'm away home. Hey folks, I hope you're all well. So I'll just show you what I've been up to. I have to buy another 4 lengths of 70 by 45 3x2. That's another 4 I have to buy as well, so that's actually another 8 lengths. So more money. I've decided, 99% decided, that I'm going to put a skylight on this. I keep chopping and changing my mind, but if I put 4 sheets of OSB on the ceiling, I'll then have a strip approximately about to there roughly, plus maybe an extra inch or so, couple inches maybe. So I can either put a skylight right down this side, or just run it straight up the middle. But what made me decide on this is how good these skylights are in this building. And I didn't realise until I was watching back my footage, and you seen how dark it got when I had the sheets of ply stored on top of the ceiling joists, ceiling subframe, whatever you want to call it. So I have got a window back in again, and it was an absolute pig to get it out, and it was an absolute pig to get it back in again. Ended up having to go and get this, which is a rough tooth file, a rasp, I'm sure it's called a rasp. Don't know if I said that already. This has actually been a couple of days on since I last filmed. I was basically screwing in extra screws and stuff for about 2 hours one day, and I'm still not finished. I finally found a bit that fits the screws that the joiner guy gave me, so I can get all these flush. All these, I was going to countersink them all like I did the floor, but it wasn't necessary. They draw in pretty flush. So I'm undecided what I'm even doing with the walls. I don't even know if I'll bother my arse painting them, to be honest. My sister reckons it's pointless putting a roof on this. But come winter, she will appreciate it. So she will, because that building will hold quite a bit of heat. So it shall. God, Milo, I keep forgetting you're here. I see you peed in my forklift. You peed on my forklift. Who done that? You a bad dog. You a bad dog. Oh, you sorry? Okay then, that's you christened the floor, thanks. Oops, sorry, distracted there by the muck. So I'll crack on. Tidy up another couple of things. I need to remember to put the screws back in that hold the window in place. And that'll be me, I think, for the night. This is a quick night shift. I've been up here for about an hour and a half. But no, I'm glad I got that window in. That was bursting my balls. Hey folks, hope you're all well. It's Saturday again. So I've not actually done much this week. Not too much anyway. It seems I've got that wall done pretty much. So that looks good at least. But not as good as the plain wall. The plain wall looks great. Window wall, wee bit wiggly as I crap myself as the door blows shut. Wee bit wiggly around the windows with the ply, but I'll fill that or paint it or something to hide it a bit. Got this laid out, which is the doorway and the position the door is going to be in. I've got that stud screwed in place. I actually had screwed that, then I had to move it. It just didn't look right. Yeah, I'd only checked one side of it with the spirit level, and I just want it to be square level for the door to be square and level. As long as that's square and level, that's all really that matters. Everything else is just not as important, because in order for the door to swing and open and close correctly, it has to be sitting square in the frame. Oh, update on the DeWalt. I'm on my 5th charge of the batteries now. They are powerful sons of guns, so they are. And a really great bit of kit. I'm so glad I bought that. Don't think I added that into the cost of this whole thing, but it was a bargain anyway. Tool station, 2 batteries, 2 5 amp hour batteries. I think that's what AH stands for. So, door to go in that space and sit square and function properly. It's not much to ask. Then I've got this window that I've had to move again. That's the actual position it's getting mounted in. It's a taller, narrower window with a sill again like these ones, and that's going to go somewhere on this wall possibly as close to the corner as possible. I'll possibly put the top edge of it the same height as the other two, which are slightly lower than the back window. Stuff like that never crossed my mind actually when I was putting in that back window. Although that's the sort of height I would have wanted it at anyway, so I wouldn't have put it any lower, because the top section opens for a bit of airflow. That was the door lining kit I bought there from B&Q. That was another £29, but it was £38 I'm sure, because I had to buy an inch chisel. I've already got this exact chisel somewhere. Can't find it. So that's the door frame and the door lining in place. The door frame's all screwed together. The lining is just clamped on at the minute. Although I've got it sitting flush with the inside wall just now, it's giving me about a 25-30mm sticky out bit. Which I thought that's fine, because when I clad the outside of this with whatever I put on it, I'll just run it up to the edge here. But then it's created a problem at the bottom because it's sticking out about the same along the step. So I shall knock that in maybe ½ inch or so, leave a ½ inch, 12.5mm, whatever, overhang on the inside and the outside, and that'll tidy it up a little bit. But I'm quite pleased. I'm glad I never rushed it. And I even remember to saw out the bottom plate. So this door lining is about an inch too tall for the door. So I figured I'll put maybe a ½ inch gap at the top and leave a ¾ inch at the bottom, and that'll allow for carpet, airflow, something along those lines. I don't really need it airtight. It's good to have a bit of ventilation, and I've got a window that opens at the back here, which I probably mentioned. But none of the other windows have the ability to open. More so I didn't have the ability to build opening windows. Oh, these were footery enough, to be fair. So Sunday just now, and I'm going home to watch the football with the wife. So we'll leave you to this, folks. Peace out. Take care. Adios. Oh, and cheers for watching.